As the National Weather Service predicted, this is a life-threatening situation.
A wind-driven fire forces evacuations near Santa Monica.
The high winds mean public safety power shutoffs. Will you be affected? Details in a live report. Strong winds are coming to more than just the mountains. We'll tell you if your area is affected.
Today marks 4 years since the disappearance of Chula Vista mother Maya Miliete. Her body still has not been found, but the family does have some good news to report.
This new year, 52 new outdoor adventures.
Could be in the cards for you.
How GoDaddy could take you to new places.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
West of Los Angeles, where firefighters are taking an all-hands-on-deck approach in fighting a fire in Pacific Palisades. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. This fire broke out this morning and is being fueled by extreme winds and dry conditions. So far, the fire has burned more than 1,200 acres. More than 13,000 buildings are currently in harm's way. Governor Gavin Newsom confirmed that many structures have been destroyed. We have seen homes engulfed in flames, but no number has been given just yet, just too difficult to get in and assess. Officials warn the worst is yet to come, with peak conditions expected in the overnight hours.
Right now, more than 30,000 people are under evacuation orders. Some drivers who were stuck earlier in gridlock were told by emergency crews to abandon their vehicles as flames grew close to the road.
I just leave my car right there.
Where's your car?
The cops say you have to leave, and I leave my car right there.
The fire came right down to the road, and the fire department came up and said, get out of your cars now.
Many people were seen leaving the area with their pets in their arms. Earlier in the day, Amanda Starantino was with firefighters as they fought flames that came uncomfortably close to the backyard of one home.
Yeah, flames coming right up to these homes on Calle Victoria. But again, this was their plan. This is what these firefighters said was going to happen. And so they've been waiting for this to happen at this point. So they're just doing exactly what their plan was right here. I mean, you can see what they're doing. And oh, it's getting really, really, really hot for you guys there. You can feel the heat. So a lot of the residents, they're going more into the cul-de-sac. That's where some of the fire trucks are. They're staying right there as close as they can to their homes. But we are keeping an eye on this. Also in this cul-de-sac, the people who, some other neighbors, that young man we talked to, Connor Jacobs, he's helping his family hose down because their property, because they're worried about embers. That's what we've seen in so many of the other fires. Amy, when we covered the Ventura County fire a few months ago, that's what we saw happen when those embers go and catch on a roof or shingles. It can really change the situation for people's homes. So they're trying to just, since they have to be here, they're hosing down what they can to keep people safe. Sue, what are you thinking seeing these flames right here, right next to your home?
Tim said to hold on. I'm holding, but I'm petrified. And my mom, she's 96. I don't know what to do.
And she's inside right now, right? You were able to go get her?
In the kitchen, I got her.
Okay, so Sue, this is the homeowner here. These flames came up. I saw your reaction completely change.
And my heart is in my throat. But we're okay as long as the firefighters said there's a ambulance to take us out. But this is like right at my doorstep. So guys, I love you, but pray.
Yeah.
I've been praying, but God doesn't stop this wind. Here they are. Okay. Should we leave?
So firefighters are doing what they can here to keep an eye on this home, and they're moving quickly to keep people safe. I mean, can you imagine what it's like to be living right here and be told you need to stay? I mean, we're being told the same thing too at this point. So we are staying close to what the firefighters are telling us to do to stay safe in this area. But you can see it is burning. It's doing what they wanted it to do, and it's burning down. And they were prepared for this fire to do this. If you look to the left, let's see. Okay, he's looking to the right now. So right now you can't really tell, but he is looking towards the ocean, and that's where a majority of the flames are, and a big part of this firefight right here in Pacific Palisades, down towards PCH and Sunset. But those flames getting very, very close. The heat, you can definitely feel it on your entire body right now. I can't imagine what those firefighters are dealing with.
All day, we've been watching that fire quickly spread and cause so much devastation. And tonight, crews here in San Diego and across Southern California are on high alert.
Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis is here with more on what's going on right now, what we can expect with this wind event.
Yeah, it's expected to get stronger for us as we go overnight. And even for that area of LA County, you're talking about even stronger wind gusts, upwards of 100 miles per hour. That's what's anticipated for their foothills. So we are talking about very dangerous situations. So strong Santa Ana winds back in the forecast. They started to pick up for us here locally within the last couple of hours. And that's exactly when we had that high wind warning go into effect at 4 p.m. They will continue all the way through Thursday when it comes to high winds. But the most intense winds are expected overnight tonight all the way through tomorrow morning. That's going to drive down those humidity values that have already dropped in response to those winds picking up. So really low winds, also talking about the low humidity values creating that fire weather concern. So gusts upwards of about 75 miles per hour are anticipated for our local mountains. Could see some gusts into the 80s and 90s as well, and that's isolated spots. Now we're talking about driving difficulties, but also the potential for downed trees and power lines, and that could lead to any little spark developing. And with that spark, when you're talking about these dry conditions, that could lead to rapid growth. And so have an evacuation plan in place in the event that we do have a fire that breaks out here in our county, because next couple of days, those are the perfect conditions for a fire to spread. We will take a look at your complete forecast and break down the timing of everything a little bit more coming up. Carlo.
We'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Carlene. And remember, for the latest weather conditions and alerts on the go, download the free CBS 8 app from Google Play or the App Store.
The Pacific Palisades fire is impacting President Joe Biden's schedule. He was supposed to leave from LAX earlier today, but had to change those plans because of the high winds. President Biden was supposed to travel to the Coachella Valley, where he was expected to establish 2 new national monuments. We're told he is staying put in Los Angeles. High winds are increasing our fire danger and the chance of public safety power shutoffs.
Thousands of SDGE customers are being warned that their power could be shut off as a precaution. CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes talked to SDGE, joins us live with where those potential shutoffs could happen. Kirsten.
Yeah, I'm live here in Escondido because this is one of several communities in our area that are now under that high wind advisory. And now they have to deal with the potential power outage, all for public safety, to reduce the risk of wildfires.
This is the first extreme we've ever seen in January. And not only that, it's multiple extreme days back to back. So we're walking into a bit of an uncharted fire potential.
That's Brian D'Agostino with SDGE explaining why the potential public safety power shutoff could span days, likely until Friday.
So let's be prepared for this, because long duration outages this time of year, we know how impactful those can be.
The National Weather Service issued a high wind advisory today at 4 for much of San Diego County. In an effort to reduce the risk of wildfire across our area, SDGE has issued a public safety power shutoff warning to more than 64,000 customers. You can see areas impacted on this map like Julian, Pine Valley, Descanso, Ramona, Lakeside, Poway, Rancho Santa Fe, and Escondido, among others. That means businesses and schools might be closed, so check with your local school district before sending kids off tomorrow. But Brian says to get ready for a wind event like the one we're having, it's important to secure any and everything that could get blown away.
We can ultimately see power outages, not just from public safety power shutoff, but just from debris being blown, trampolines from people's backyards. Eucalyptus trees are especially prone to these strong winds.
To get ready for a power safety shutoff, fully charged devices and phones, stock up on food and water, and have backup lighting like flashlights with extra batteries. And if you don't have a lot of wind at your house and your power is out, Brian says there are risks that the public may not see.
So it was really the high risk on the power lines that were feeding that neighborhood.
Now, just into our newsroom, the San Diego County Office of Education just announced some school closures for tomorrow due to the high winds and possible power outages. Take a look at your screen. It applies to the districts you see right now, the Julian Union Elementary and High School districts, Mountain Empire Unified, Ramona Unified, Spencer Valley, and Warner Unified School Districts. Back out here live, one of my favorite tips when you are getting ready or if you suffer a power outage, please remember to keep your refrigerator and freezer door closed so you can keep that cold air in so that it can further protect your food. For more tips, go to our website, CBS8.com. Reporting for CBS 8, I'm Kirsten Holmes. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Kirsten. And stay with CBS 8 for the latest on the public safety power shutoffs. We will have any updates posted on our website, CBS8.com. You can also follow us on social media or download our free CBS 8 app.
Today, county supervisors failed to vote in a new board chair, leaving Tara Lawson-Remer as acting chair. The previous chairwoman, Nora Vargas, announced her resignation 2 weeks ago. That left 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans on the county board and a vacancy for District 1. 2 ways to fill the vacancy include appointing someone or holding a special election. The mayor of Imperial Beach, for one, has called for a special election to fill the vacancy. The board will meet on January 14th to discuss how to fill the District 1 seat. The San Diego Foundation is committing $4 million over the next 4 years to help local high school students in need go to college.
The focus is specifically on students experiencing homelessness or who are in the foster care system or learning English. The foundation says these students are the least likely to graduate from high school and even less likely to finish college.
Plenty of challenges for them. If we can come in through our partners with these nonprofit organizations and create for them an easier pathway, show them how they can accomplish their dreams, we are a better community for having done so.
The California Department of Education reports last year only 62% of homeless students in San Diego County graduated from high school.
What San Diego doctors want you to know as they report an increase in several illnesses that is still ahead.
Plus, the new details we're learning about the felony charges against San Diego State University students, some fraternity members, after the DA says one was set on fire on purpose.
And later, it's now been 4 years since Maya Miliete went missing from her home in Chula Vista. We hear from Maya's family coming up.